back to Rooted and Real. I'm Laura.
And I'm Callie. And this is our guest speaker, Jordynn.
And today's topic is Jesus in sports. This is our friend Jordynn. We met through school and sports. And
We played basketball with her.
Yeah.
Hoopers for real.
Jordynn, what sports do you play, girl?
Currently I'm playing flag football and basketball and softball.
Yeah, she's D1 softball player or whatever.
One day.
Yeah, so basically, me and Laura have some questions for her. The first question is what sports do you play, but she kind of already answered that. So, like, what sports you play, and, like, rank them for, like, the
Jordynn,
best sport you play, and, like,
what's your main
the
sport?
least.
Oh, so definitely softball, basketball, football.
Mm.
Like that, yeah.
Do you do anything, like, on the side, like, hobbies?
I'd say I'm a fisherman.
Ooh.
Not very good or nothing, but I'd say I can fish. I fish a little.
Which three of those sports are, like, the most mentally challenging and, like, get to you the most?
I would say definitely softball.
I think that's because you play it so much.
Yeah, I play a lot, and it's just like sometimes it gets annoying.
Do you, like, typically put sports first, like, before school, family, friends?
Yes, I feel like in middle school I definitely did because like I felt like that's all I had really. So yeah.
Yeah.
How do you deal with, like, winning and losing?
Well, right now, I feel like when I was younger, it was more of a big deal. I took it more to heart, but now I don't really care as much because it's not really the goal. The goal is to get to college and, like, play at the next level, so winning and losing doesn't really matter as much to me anymore.
And don't you do, like, camps, so, like, or, like, those, like, prospect things, so you don't, it doesn't even matter if you win
prospect
or lose.
camps, yeah, you don't even you really can't win or lose at prospect camps because they're just watching your skills and, like, what you do, how you carry yourself, so.
How do you bring God, and what steps do you take to bring God into your sport?
I feel like through sports I've grown a little bit of a platform on social media, so I think sharing the gospel through social media is a very good way to do that nowadays.
True that. How though? What do you mean?
Like, you know, you can repost stuff on your story, you can do word of mouth, like at practice, you can talk about it, and this podcast is a very good way to spread the gospel.
Yeah. Definitely through your attitudes too.
Yes.
And, like, loving others, like, and your competition.
Also, like, low-key, like, humbling yourself.
Yeah.
You're out there talking trash.
Yeah.
But yeah.
How do you stay motivated during tough training or competition?
I just think of the end goal, really. My dad helps me out a lot with that. And yeah, sometimes I don't want to do it, I don't want to go to practice, but I know, like, there's a plan for me, so, yeah.
What's your favorite part about, like, competing with others?
I've made a lot of friends through the years through softball, and I've also got to travel the world, which is super fun. So yeah, I think that's one of my favorite things to do.
How do you hold yourself accountable? Like, if you do something wrong, like, in a sport or anything?
So I know softball is a game of failure, so I try not to hang my head on it too much, because I know when you do, the ball's coming right back to you. So I try not to hang my head too much.
Okay, I love that.
And now, yeah, everybody makes mistakes, so it's okay.
Does anyone else, like, hold you accountable? Like, friends, parents, coaches?
Yeah, coaches definitely do. My dad definitely does, you know. Yeah, I would say that.
Does it, like, feel good to have, like, support, like, through your sport? Like, does it feel good to have people, like, constantly, like, nicking on your back about things?
I wouldn't say always. Sometimes you could use a little pick-me-up, but it's always good to have somebody that holds you accountable and holds you to a high standard.
We're low-key debating on how you say Corinthians.
What I say, Corinthians.
What time is it, Corinthians?
I don't know why I said
That's how to say it in the Bible.
Let's use ChatGPT.
So, Corinthians 9:24 through 27. It says, this one's a little bit longer. It says, "Don't you know that the runners in a stadium all race, but only one receives the prize? Run in such a way to win the prize. Now everyone who competes exercises self-control in everything. They do it to receive a perishable crown, but we an imperishable crown. So I do not run like one who runs aimlessly or box like one beating the air. Instead, I discipline my body and bring it under strict control, so that after preaching to others, I myself will not be disqualified. So, this verse, what I take from this verse is that as athletes, we train to win. But in this, Paul is challenging us to bring the same mindset and intensity as we do to sports to the Bible and sharing our spiritual walk with God. One of the questions it asks is how would your mindset shift if you weren't just focused on physical performance but a deeper connection with God? And then in verse 26 it talks about Paul's telling us not to waste our energy on empty validation because you're just training aimlessly to win just to post it on Instagram or something. Instead be excited to learn and grow. He reminds us that we have nothing to prove because we already have, God already has us. We already have God, so we have nothing to prove. So instead of feeling pressure to win and try to be the best and beat everybody, we should try to operate from a place of purpose.
Okay. That was strong. That was strong.
When she said
go back to what you say.
Be excited to learn and grow. For me, when I'm reading my Bible, be excited to learn and grow. Don't take it as a chore.
Yeah.
What you said something. If we take the Bible
what Paul's our mindset or what?
Yeah.
I said. In this Paul is telling us to challenge our mindset and to intensify our walk with God, our spiritual walk with God. Is that the one you're talking about now? No. How would your mindset shift if you focused on your focused on your physical performance but a deeper connection with God? How would your mindset change if you weren't so worried about just sports?
I think that definitely make you depend more on God more than depend on your own strengths. Definitely.
Understanding.
Yeah, and low-key, I think that give you more peace because you're depending on Him and you're not depending on yourself and your performance, but you're depending on Him to give you strength.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's really strong, and I think that we dedicate a lot of things, especially sports, on top of God, and we don't really low-key give in to our relationship with God, and we expect things to go right, but we don't even have God in it. So I think that's really important.
For me, I'll wake up and I'll go to a 7 a.m. practice for sports, even if I want to do it or not. But I won't wake up and read my Bible even if I want to do it or not. And that's two different things.
That's a really good example.
It's you're forced to go to practice with sports, but why are you doing that but you're not choosing to wake up and read or wake up and pray or wake up and just thank God for waking you up?
Yeah, I feel that goes back to the last verse about discipline. We have a lot better discipline in sports than we do with God and reading the Word.
And low-key, God gave you that skill. You didn't.
Right.
You didn't really you didn't just magically were able to play softball or basketball. God gave you that skill. So remember that. We low-key gotta remember the small things that He done because it doesn't come through yourself. It comes through Him. So we just gotta be really grateful.
This next verse is also something saying it doesn't really come from yourself, it comes from Him, but Romans chapter 5 verses 3 to 4 says Romans chapter 5 verses 3 through 4 says, and that's not all. We are full of joy even when we suffer. We know that our sufferings give us strength to go on. The strength to go on produces character. Character produces hope. So, I'm referring to football because we just started playing football. It's kind of like a troll, I'm not going to lie. But just as a football player learns to throw, run fast, and catch through difficult practices and difficult games, sports teaches the value of perseverance through suffering and tough conditions. For us, flag football has honestly been it's not. I'm not gonna say that because someone's watching. But
it's just sometimes it gets
tough.
But
the conditioning is tough because it's flag and not regular football. But this mental toughness and physical stamina becomes a core part of an athlete's growth, just like it becomes a core part of an athlete's relationship with God. just like our relationship with God, the time, growth, and toughness you have, it grows eventually. It grows each day, but like, it's like, what are you doing to help it grow? Like, just like your sports, like, if you don't touch a basketball, like, this happened to me, like, I haven't touched a basketball in like 3 weeks, and I came back to it, and I was literally terrible, but like, when time comes, like, I'm gonna gain more, like, I'm gonna kind of gain back what I had, but like, that's kind of with our relationship with God, like, there's times where you just give up, but like, at the end of the day, he's always there when you come back. He's not gonna disappear. So that's like different between sports and your relationship with God, but also kind of the same. Like, sports, you could leave your sport and then come back and be terrible at it forever on. But with God, you could like go live for the world and he'll still be like, you can come to me how you are, like no matter like how you are.
But don't get this the wrong way.
Yeah.
Just because he has his arms wide open for you doesn't
He's
mean
so
you
forgiving.
can just go back and come back and go back and forth. Like, this is not like a game. Like, there's not no fence type game.
Yeah, it's impossible to live for the world and live for God at the same time. It's literally not possible.
Go watch How to Stop Being a Lutheran on Instagram by Callie.
Right.
Yes.
But it definitely involves consistency. It's like a normal relationship or friendship or anything. If you don't talk to that person, you're not going to be as close. So definitely stay consistent with God and not choose him on the days where you need him. Choose him on the days where you also don't want him.
Just like you wake up and go to practice.
Yeah, when you don't want to.
Today I don't want to go to no flag football, but I gotta go.
But we gotta do it, so.
Alright, yeah. One thing that definitely I think will show as a Christian is your attitude on the court or field or whatever it is. I think that our attitude shows a lot about us, and I think it's really important to watch how we act on the field or the court or whatever, especially coming like from being Christian. I think that especially how we represent God, we should definitely be careful on how we act, because imagine like I'm over here cursing on the field and I got a whole podcast and they're like, oh dang, that's how it is being a Christian.
Yeah.
You're representing God's name and you're representing God, so they're gonna think that God's like that. So I think we just need to be really careful, and instead of doing all that and being a brat, I think that we should definitely be more patient and love and
Lock in. I'm gonna give an example of like how I grew just a little bit. So I'm not gonna say names or when it happened. It's not that serious, but like in the same way, like it honestly like irked me really bad, and like it irked me to the point where I was like, okay, I low-key just like I don't want to be around this girl. I don't like this girl. Like I want to give her stank looks so bad because she's giving them to me. But basically at this one sport I played, this girl she didn't get tight, but she got like weird. I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about, but it was really weird.
Everybody experienced that before.
Yeah, it was really weird, and like the old me would like say something to her, troll her, make fun of her the whole entire practice. But like this time, like I was just like, I brought it up to my friends and stuff, but like it wasn't that serious. But at the same time, like it kind of just like annoyed me, and like it like did like ruin my mood. Like I was happy and stuff, but like one thing could ruin my mood. But then I just remembered like, don't act like that. Like it's how is that gonna ruin your mood when like that's literally one little thing out of 24 hours in your day.
And that's just like somebody not liking you on your team. It's the same way like when you're Christian or something, somebody's gonna make fun of you. Somebody's not gonna like what you're doing, but you just gotta deal with it. And that doesn't mean you gotta deal with it doing the same thing back. Just
stop what you're doing.
Yeah, just let God judge them, and let him do what he needs to do. You don't need to do anything. Just pray about it. Literally, pray about it. Yeah.
I think praying is always a solution. That's always like your 911 call.
Whoa! Hold on. Not only a 911 call, but you also need to pray like on the daily. Like don't only come to him when you
want
need
something.
Him.
Well,
So
you need him all the time.
Yeah, you need him all the time.
Don't only
but
come when you need
when
something
you
in
need
that
something.
instant.
Yeah, so don't treat it like a 911 call. Treat it like your best friend.
It is also a 911 call at times.
You can't come to him when you need something and he'll listen. He'll be there for you.
What I'm saying is like,
if you're going through like tough times and good times and like all in between, you should always feel God.
Like I think I could have handled that situation better. Like I could have prayed for her and like prayed for the fact that she shouldn't be acting like this.
Remember when we were at the factory and that the ref and the girl were we're arguing and the ref and
the girl got kicked out.
Yeah, the girl got kicked out. The girl goes, you know what? Have a good day. Wait.
She low-key handled that good, but
I think
even
she
though
handled
she
that.
did like deserve to get kicked out.
Yeah, but she was at the end of it. She was like, you know what? Have a good day. So I don't know how that correlates to anything, but it just does. So,
but just like pray upon the best. Like don't pray that they're on their downfall.
Bible verse. Let's look for it.
Don't pray on their downfall because like you don't want them to grow.
I don't remember where it is. But there's a Bible verse. I don't know if it's in Romans or I don't know if it's in Matthew. I don't. What is it? What is it?
It's not.
No, it's a Bible verse. It's in my video on Instagram, but it's basically saying.
Because I
said Ecclesiastes. I said Romans. I said everything, but the verse. I don't know what it is. Ecclesiastes. Bro. Alright, I'm done.
I can't say them all either.
Okay, so the Bible verse is basically, instead of doing wrong to your enemies, pray for them. And also, a little more down, it's don't overcome evil with evil, but overcome evil with good. So instead of giving that revenge back and doing what you feel like in the moment,
kill them with kindness.
Yeah.
Guys, I just thought of that.
But yeah, I don't know where it is, but definitely go on Instagram and look because I don't remember where it is.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That was good. Also, I think love is really important in sports because there is going to be a lot of, I think we already said this, but there's going to be a lot of people that we don't like and that don't like us, but I definitely love him like God loves us, you know? That's something in the Bible, love your neighbors.
Yep.
So, yeah.
This is back on like what I said earlier. So
You want me to do mine?
Yeah, but Proverbs 3:5 says, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart. Don't depend on your own understanding." So basically, don't like depend on yourself and like, oh, I know all this because someone else told me. Oh, I'm good at all this because someone else told me that's the right way to do it. Like, trust in the Lord. Like,
I always hear this.
And that's like also with sports. Like, trust in the Lord. Like, if it doesn't work out now, it may work out later in your life. And if it doesn't work out later in your life, that's a part of God's plan and God's timing. But don't like rush it all to work out right then and now because you want it to work out and you're not willing to work on God's timing and you don't have the patience to do that. And that's also like sports. You have to have a lot of patience. Like, the growth from like first grade to senior year in high school is crazy. So like that's where patience comes in. And you're not going to be good right now, and just because you look around and everyone else is good on your team doesn't mean you don't have space to grow, and it's never too late to ever grow.
Yeah.
Because people still get like sports scholarships, like playing the sport first ever year, junior year.
Sometimes people get scholarships like in college. Like in college, their school and coaches will think they worked hard enough,
and they're recruiting,
and will put them on scholarship. Yeah. Or
they could transfer
portal. Yeah, like people are watching, like, you know.
Yeah, and also people are watching. People are watching even when you don't think they're watching.
Yeah.
Like, God is watching when you don't think He's watching.
Yeah.
And people around you are watching when you don't think they're watching. Like, coaches are watching your every move when you're at a tryout. So like, don't lack something because you don't feel like it. Like, do it because it will make you better and make you stronger. Don't like not do it because you're lazy.
I forgot what I was going to say. But,
should I share my last verse?
Yeah.
Okay, I have one more verse. This one, I really like this one. This is Romans 8:18. I'm sure a lot of you guys have heard this one. This one goes around a lot. in Romans 8:18, there's like many different versions, but in my Bible it says, "For I consider that the suffering of this present time are not worth comparing us the glory that is going to be revealed to us." And then once again, how I see this one is God has a plan. He knows we're going through pain and tough times, and that's just life. Like, you're gonna go through hard times, and He's just letting us know once again that there's a plan. Like, He knows you're hurting, and He just wants you to let you know it's all gonna be okay, and that sometimes you have to go through hurt for a reason. Like, it makes you the person you are.
This makes me go crazy.
So yeah, sometimes like it's part of the plan. Like, it makes you who you are. Like, those bad days you have, like it helps you grow as a person.
And how you deal with the bad days.
Yeah.
And also, sometimes not only will you grow, but sometimes you have to decrease so God can increase.
That's being your word right now.
and sometimes, like, or not sometimes, all the time when you're weak, you're basically setting a platform for God to show His glory. So you're giving God an opportunity to show Him who He is and what He can do in your life. So don't think as weaknesses and like failure and like bad times are like bad, because you're allowing God to be who He is. You're allowing Him to step into your life and do His part. So that's definitely really strong. And that's why I'm going crazy.
I also heard something that's like, God wouldn't give His toughest He gives His toughest battles to His toughest soldiers. It's like, He knows you can make it through it, and He's going to be there for you, so He would never give you a battle that you can't handle.
But there's that, but there's also some battles or like lessons where like God is putting you through. It's like
sometimes you need
test.
Sometimes you need a lesson for you to wake up.
Exactly. Sometimes it's a test. Like, God will put you through something that's a test, and He's trying to see like how you'll deal with it and how you'll, like, if you run from it or you continue allowing it. Like, just like sins, like all the time. I mean, it's you committing those sins, but also like God can put you through a lesson where you just like, but then you just keep doing the sin over and over, and you're not repenting from it, you're not like running from it, and you're not trying to like stop sinning. Like, sometimes it's just a test. Like, obviously, like, God will obviously God will, like, whatever you get put through, He'll be with you, and He'll like stick with you, and He'll bring you out of it. But yeah, that's basically what I'm saying. I don't know why you're laughing.
It was just funny for a second. But, yeah, you do definitely need weak times for you to grow. Without weak times, I know that everybody has learned from when they failed. So, definitely there's a big part to that. So, yeah.
Yeah, one thing I think you guys should definitely take away from this is that hard work should not be an approval, for approval. Like, you should want to work hard and want to spread the gospel, want to read the word, because like it's for you. So I feel like you should want to help yourself out, and
you can help others.
That will also help you mentally. I think that having God in your life will definitely help you more mentally. It will definitely help you stay more positive instead of negative. But yeah,
I think what's different about sports and like different about you in sports and then you and God, like, obviously a lot of people have a lot of connection with sports, like that they dedicate their entire life, sunrise, sundown, like, to sports. But what's different between sports, like sports you're like working to like win all the time, but when you have God, you work and you win like regardless each day, because if you have God, you're winning automatically. Like, not saying like you'll win like everything that comes to you in life, but if you have God, like, there's not one thing that like God can't.
First of all, He already won the battle,
right?
Period. So yeah, when you have God, you're definitely gonna win in everything. Obviously, not win like games, you know, but definitely already won. Period. Because you have God. That's obviously the biggest thing you can have. It's already a weapon itself, for real. Wisdom and everything. So. Yeah.
And Romans 8:18, there's like another version. I remember seeing that Bible verse when I was in like 7th grade. And it was like, the pain you've been feeling cannot compare to the joy that's coming.
I've heard that one too before.
Yeah, and that's also like a big thing, like what Jordynn said, like, there's gonna be struggles, there's gonna be roadblocks. If you have God, like, joy's coming, and you can even have joy every day. Like when I first met Laura, like she was really joyful, like behind closed doors, because she's kind of like an introvert. So yes, you are, but yeah, and I just wanted it so bad, and like wanted to be joyful so bad, so I just
definitely
did the same thing.
I think that for me, having God in my life, Loki, is just automatically a reason for me to be happy. I think that ever since I started unlocking, I realized that like there's really nothing that can make me upset. Obviously, I'm still upset sometimes, but I feel like when I think about God and I'm like, He's with me, so like, why am I upset? Like He'll never fail. Like He knows what He's doing. He's not dumb. He knows you better than you know yourself. Mm-hmm. So when you just depend your life and you just rest your heart on Him, life is just so much easier. Yep.
He literally is the light. So lately what I've been trying to do, like when I read, when I like go through life, and when I'm with sports, like look around the room and like look, okay, so basically we're outside right now. Look around, see everything that's green. Look around, a lot of green, a lot of trees, everything. And then you'll look and be like, but what was purple? Then you'll have to look back. Wait, what was purple? Let me look around. So like when I read, like don't only go into reading and be like, let me look for one exact thing. Let me just look in the Bible, highlight stuff right then and there, and just only find verses. Be open to knowing what you're reading and not just highlighting verses that help you. You can highlight verses that can help others. You can highlight things that you can pray about. Like there's so much more to it. And also
highlight things that will clock you, because sometimes you be reading and I'm like, I didn't even know this was wrong.
Yeah.
Like, sometimes you have to allow God to talk to you in a way that's right, and not in a way that what you want to hear.
Mm-hmm. But there's more to life than sports. Like sports only go so far. Like to what? When you're 30? When you're 25? Like it only goes so far. And I think a lot of Christians, I've seen a lot of Christians like stop dedicating their life to sports. But like obviously, I'm not gonna do that as of right now, especially. But I've seen a lot of Christians do that, and I think that they just were so wrapped around of, oh, sports is more important than my relationship with God. Oh, practice is more important than doing this. Like, there's a way of like balancing and having time management, and like a lot of people just don't feel like doing it because of their own timing and their own understanding, and then they just take their own understanding and try to correct other people, and that's something I'm trying to work on, instead of like focusing on everyone else and trying to help everyone else with this podcast and stuff. Like, am I really helping myself in my relationship? Everything has been funny to you, Laura.
She clocking, y'all. Okay, so basically why is this so off-centered?
Why are you going away?
So basically we actually have to go to sports practice right now. We got flag football at Cape. You want to come watch?
We gotta leave in 2 minutes.
Literally,
but
we gotta go.
basically, I hope you guys took this, and I hope that you guys will bring Jesus into your sports, because when you do that, you'll definitely succeed, and you'll definitely have more confidence. But yeah, that's a wrap.
God bless.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Thanks for watching Rooted and Real.
Oh, okay. One.
Go follow.